We're here with Coach Tommy Brown, head football coach at Orangeburg Wilkinson High School. Coach, appreciate you letting us come by and speak with you today. You got a couple of weeks under your belt here with your team now. You've played 2 games. You took on Bamberg Earhart to begin the season. Took a tough loss there, but last week you got on the winning side with a victory against Edisto. Can you kind of give us your thoughts on some of the positives you've seen from your team so far this season?
Yeah, it's really been a good roller coaster right now. We're a young football team, but I think we're growing and we're getting better. From week 0 to week 1, we made some strides on the football field, and basically we hope we can continue to improve because as a young team, if you get better each day, then eventually you're going to be successful.
Mm-hmm. I know as the head coach you're always looking for things for your team to work on. After playing 2 games, what are some things that you've chosen to talk with your team about that they need to do a little bit better in?
We got to be a lot more disciplined in what we do. Because of the youthfulness, there's no whole lot of experience. We're going to make mistakes. We try to eliminate them in practice by routines and repetition. So the more we grow, I think the better we're going to get at it. But it just takes playing experience and continue to play. So we work each day on situations, trying to talk through situations, trying to work through situations, trying to get better at that. So, we got a lot of things to work on, but like I said, that playing experience is going to be what we need.
Mm-hmm. Coach, do you like to set goals with your team, or do you kind of focus on things day to day and then let things fall where they may?
Well, we do set goals. We try to, step by step, one game at a time, and we try to be successful preseason, then try to be successful in the region. But being as young as we are, we have to take the small steps, and we have to be happy with those small steps. So we do have overall goals, but we also realize that we have to grow. We have to work each day to try to get better. So we don't put no tremendous goals on this team because of their youthfulness.
You keep mentioning how young this team is. With the youth that you have, who do you look to as leaders on the field this year on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball?
Well, actually, offensively, we have 2 or 3 offensive linemen that's returning from last year, and that's been our strength. They have done a good job stepping up to the task and actually leading in practice and leading on game-wise. So we hope they continue to do that. Defensively, we struggle there because we only have 1 returning start on defense. So that's real tough there, looking for that leader there. But we have a couple good players that are doing what we asked them to do, and as long as they continue to work hard, we got a chance to get better.
Coach, you welcome Colleton County here Friday night for another big home game. What do you expect going into this game? How do you think Colleton's going to come in and try to attack you guys on Friday?
I think they're going to try to establish the run. They showed some good quickness running the football, trying to get outside, and then they throw the ball pretty decently. So they're pretty balanced. They're a much more improved team than they were last year. And we are going to have to be sound versus run versus pass. And they show a lot of athleticism on defense. They get to the ball quickly. Secondary is pretty quick. Up front, they do a lot of stunning that can cause problems for you. So, we have to go be sound both offensively and defensively and not make many mistakes.
Mm-hmm. On the other side of things, what would you describe your identity offensively here at Orangeburg Wilkinson High School?
Believe it or not, I think we'll be a lot more balanced this year. Last year we threw the ball real well. We had a great group of receivers, great quarterback. This year our running attack is equally as good. And actually we're trying to get our passing game to catch up with our running game. We have a good, like I said, offensive line doing a good job of blocking the run. But I think we're going to be a lot more balanced because we're going to be able to run the football and throw the football. So I think if we continue to grow, we're going to cause people problems because of our balance. Because before you just had to play the pass. Now with our ability to run the football, it's going to give us a few more weapons to work with.
Who have you seen this year so far through practice and in game performance who's going to help you maybe establish that running game like you want to this year?
As I said, our offensive line is doing a good job. Even though we only have we have no seniors on the offensive line, come to think of it. But 2 or 3 of them started last year. Running game, we had Patrick Graham playing fullback, who's done a super job blocking, also running the ball. And Chris Gardner has been a pleasant surprise. In fact, he's a touchdown club player of the week for last week, scoring 3 touchdowns. Very athletic, quick, tough young back, not very big, but makes good cuts and works hard in practice. And game time, he has fun. And once he get close to the end zone, he tries to get in there. We've been pleased with him in practice, and he's made up his mind he's going to run the football, and he's excited. And one thing I like about him, he gives credit to his offensive line for doing a good job for him. So that's a good mix, and we're excited about that. And the passing game is coming along. Sam Feld is doing a good job. We got some other receivers, Marquise Johnson, and our quarterback, Emmanuel Mitchell. It's his first year starting, but has a great arm. He's getting experience. Last week he missed some passes, but I think he's going to get on track. And, like I said, I think we're going to be a balanced football team.
Coach, you haven't got into region play just yet. You're still taking care of games before you get to that point. But can you give us kind of your thoughts on the region this year and maybe where you see your team fitting into that?
It's going to be very interesting. Our region is pretty tough. Lexington returned just about everybody, and they have probably the best player in South Carolina, in the state of South Carolina. And, they returned. They have a great quarterback. I had a transfer move in there, so they are very, very solid, both sides of the ball. South Aiken has improved. They return a lot of people. And White Knoll is very physical. They're going to run it right after you. Aiken is always tough. So our region is tough. And North Augusta, they won the region last year. So, they always going to be talented. Region is going to be tough. And we look forward to the challenge. We actually, with all, what I've said, we still feel like we had a chance to compete in this region with this team. We feel like by the time we get to the region, we've been grown up enough where we can compete. We know what to expect from the region. We know who's going to do what. And, we're looking forward to getting to the region. Even though it's going to be tough, we feel like we got a shot to get in there and make some noise.
Coach, with your young team, and obviously, the region could be quite, challenging this year. Do you think you're setting yourself up to establish a foundation down the road where this team could be pretty good and something to bear watching?
Yeah, and I'm excited about it because our middle school program has done a super job getting athletes ready, and we feel good about them. The future is bright. In fact, we started a couple ninth graders that's going to be good football players, and they're doing a good job and they're working hard. So we feel like the program is making leaps and bounds. We're growing in numbers, and we're pretty excited about what we see out there. The good thing about being young, they're going to be with you 2 or 3 years, and they're getting that playing experience. They're getting better. So if we could continue to work hard and give success on and off the field, we feel like the future is very bright for us.
Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us today, and we wish you the best of luck on your season.
Thank you, and appreciate you coming.